how to pick recovery stocks in Malaysia that could get you great investment returns. Benefits when you stay until the end of this video. You get the fish spoon-fed to you. You also learn how to fish too. A fast-track evergreen lesson. You watch this in 2022, it's relevant. You watch this in 2030, it will still be relevant. First, you want to intelligently divide recovery stocks into these two categories. First, stocks that recover from major economic cycles, the likes of a bull and bear market. And second, stocks that recover from isolated events specific to a certain stock sector. We are going to cover the first type of stocks first, which is really easy for you to spot. Always pay attention to banking and financial stocks. This sector has always been the bellwether of the economy. First to go down when recession hits. First to recover when the economy recovers. But why? During recession, central bank in most countries or the Fed in US will cut interest rate, and low interest rate means banks earn reduced interest income from home loans or mortgages, or people will miss their monthly repayment, or government or central bank will implement a blanket payment moratorium. Just look at 2020, right? Now, even if banks were to foreclose their collateral, let's say in this case, the property tied to their mortgages, the market value of the property may also have gone down so much during a recession to the extent that the sales proceeds from the auction properties can't cover the outstanding amount owed to the bank. Banks may have to write off this shortfall or compel borrowers like you to cover for the shortfall. However, such shortfall can easily be compensated by the other type of assets within a bank's portfolio. Bear in mind, your car or hire purchase interest rate, there's no reduction. Credit card and personal loan interest rate also stays the same, very high at 15-18% per year. Masih tinggi, nak mampus. But banks probably still earn more because number one, many people miss their payment, or when there's a late repayment every month means bank can charge a penalty fees. And number two, more people will have more or higher outstanding balance on their credit cards, which means that interest is charged more on the outstanding balance. You know, just servicing the outstanding balance so that the interest charge on the outstanding credit card balance just actually compounds or snowball over time. Overall, they may still profit handsomely depending on how much percentage their assets are in their loan products, whether it is a portfolio of a home loan or mortgages, car loans or hire purchase, credit cards, and also personal loan. Some banks like Bank Rakyat, where more than 70% of their portfolio is in personal loan, which by itself actually is a very high-risk business due to the nature of personal loan having no collateral. But the thing is, Bank Rakyat is very smart to focus on government sector borrowers to mitigate the risk of default. Or whereas financially prudent banks like Public Bank may focus more on the safe side of the loan business, loans that come with an asset collateral like mortgages. You know, you have a house attached to it. So home loan products. On top of that, banks may even implement a stricter criteria in loan approval for private sector borrowers. So even during economic crisis, the percentage of impaired loan or the percentage of its customers who are unable to service the loan repayment every month is kept very low, say between like 1 to 2% or even below 1%. You see that in 2020, when banks are instructed to give a blanket moratorium due to the pandemic, even our finance minister at that time says banks tend to lose billion ringgit. Then for the second half of 2020, many banks stopped paying or even reduced their dividends like what they used to pay. Hey, kidding is it? Banks all make money pun? Bosku is right lah. Dah, usah mempolitikkan isu ini. Biar betul. I nak keep this CFU channel politically neutral. Tahu tak? Tapi tak boleh dinafikan, bank bisnes bertambah rancak juga salah satu petanda sektor ekonomi yang tengah recover.
Liu, tunggu jap. Boleh explain tak macam mana bank boleh buat untung dari kad kredit ni? Pasal this credit card bank kasih banyak cash rebate kat customer. Dia tak rugi ke?
Ha, bagus soalan tu. Ini jawapannya. Faham tak? Kalau tak faham, komenlah di bawah.
Or you want to learn how to choose the best credit card for yourself to maximize your cash rebate? Watch this.
Chop, I want to say sorry to you first because as an independent licensed advisor with the heart of a teacher, I always took more time than I should, very long-winded, to properly explain to you all these related concepts because I am so passionate about giving you tons and bucket loads of value in terms of financial knowledge, even though you are not my client.
Wah, Liu, kalau I jadi you punya klien lagi berlambak lah value yang I akan terima kan?
Ish, memang betul tu. Tapi I tak nak mengaku. Sebab I ni juga rendah diri. Orang putih kata humble punya pasal lah. Takkan angkat baku sendiri kan? Malu lah. Tengok muka I dah blushing.
So if you have really liked my selfless approach to educate you every week on CF Liu channel, I really appreciate a like button below for the good job done. Just a gentle tap on the like button to keep me going. Thank you very much.
Okay, moving on to the next recovery stocks sector that you want to spot after an economic recession is consumer goods stocks,
which further subdivided into consumer staples and consumer discretionary. Now, consumer staples like food and beverages, household goods, hygiene products, essential goods lah, you call it. Example of stocks in Bursa Malaysia in this category are Nestle, FNN, QR Resources, your egg maker, Ajinomoto, your MSG maker, 7-Eleven, Padini, Dutch Lady, Aeon, Mr. DIY, British American Tobacco, Carlsberg, Heineken. And even holding companies like Berjaya Food that is behind brands like Starbucks, Kenny Rogers, and PBB Group, a diversified food manufacturer conglomerate founded by billionaire Robert Kwok.
Wait, Liu. Tobacco and alcohol essential goods meh? Consumer staples
According to the government, implementing a lockdown or MCO or darurat, it depends. If you are a smoker or drinker, you can tahan or not, no drink and no smoke for entire 1 week. I think the symptom ke tadi tu 10 kali ganda lebih serius dari symptom kena pergi cucuk AZ tau.
Looks like more alcoholic is going to die than smoker in a lockdown. Haha. Moving on, consumer discretionary refers to goods and services that are considered non-essential by consumers but desirable if their available income is sufficient to purchase them.
I know! Durian!
You find me a public listed company in Bursa Malaysia that specialize in durian one?
These are some examples. For apparel and clothing, we have stocks like Padini, Bonia, luxury goods and jewelry like Tomei on Tokong, household furniture and appliances like Panasonic Signature International, leisure related like Genting Shangri-La Hotels, travel related like AirAsia and Malaysian Airport Holdings Berhad. On a global scale, this is also true.
For more recovery stock that you can spot, check out the description below for more information. In the next video, part 2, I'm going to extend my coverage on stock sector and stocks list that you want to spot that will further reap the benefits from the spillover effect of a recovering consumer sentiment.
And when you love my video so much and sincerely want to support me by joining CF Liu channel insider membership from as low as 10 ringgit per month.
Subscribe now to CF Liu channel button here in the lower right so you don't miss the next episode. For the time being, YouTube thinks that these are the related videos here and here that you want to watch.